Helman Knutson here, and Ryan Smith, triathlete, trainer, and NLP practitioner, writes in. He wants to know about using hypnosis and NLP techniques with his athletes and the people that he trains and coaches in order to help them achieve a higher and greater level of success in long-distance events, specifically marathon and Ironman. Fortunately, you've come to the right place, Ryan. Two reasons. Number one, when I got trained with Richard Bandler in NLP, which was actually just a few years ago that I took that particular training, I met a guy named Kerry Sullivan. And Kerry Sullivan is a pro triathlete and a trainer, and he works with people one-on-one, but he also has online programs that he's created. He has done an enormous amount of work with NLP and hypnosis type work with athletes. I have used hypnosis and NLP and all sorts of other things on myself, as well as with a handful of clients who are serious endurance athletes. I even created a hypnosis session once for barefoot running. So the question is, how can you use hypnosis or NLP in order to get better results with athletic performance? And you can use this in any form of athletics, but let's talk about running specifically, and you can easily port this over to swimming or cycling or any other activities that you want. Number one is training in the zone. So if you're an NLP practitioner, you probably know about the circle of power technique, real easy technique that you can use to step into a zone environment. So do a little regression back to where someone was performing at their absolute best, maybe a race where they PR'd or a training run that they went out and they just nailed it, and recreate those experiences, okay? Recreate the sensations, what they felt like physically, recreate what they heard, what they smelled, what they experienced in their life, what they were thinking to themselves, what modalities they were operating in primarily, the things that they were saying to themselves, the ritual and the routine that they went through before that particular race or that particular training session, and then step them into the circle of power, step them out of the circle of power, step them into the circle of power, there it is, step it out. So you can use that in order to recreate the zone, and then what you can do with the circle of power is you can do, go ahead and put it around your index finger, or the tip of your finger, and boom, there's the circle of power. Activate. Power rings. Activate, and you're ready to go. So that's a really great way of using some of your NLP experience. I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you probably need a better NLP trainer. Number two is when it comes down to hypnosis, you can use direct suggestion, and you can actually hypnotize someone for whatever you want. You want to hypnotize them to train more frequently. You want to hypnotize them to always train at their VO2 max. You want to hypnotize someone in order to train at a given pace or a given exercise threshold, or on a scale of 1 to 10 at a different level. You want to hypnotize someone to eat better. You can hypnotize people around all the habits that you want your athletes to have, but maybe they have a hard time nailing each and every one of them on willpower alone. So hypnosis makes everything easier. Actually, that's a good tagline. Hypnosis makes everything easier. It really does. So that's what I would recommend, Ryan, is use hypnosis to create the habits that you want to create in your athletes in order to achieve higher levels of peak performance. Finally, you can create auditory recorded hypnosis or NLP sessions they can listen to on their MP3 player or their iPhone while they're training. And that's really, really, really cool. Just don't have them close their eyes, because you don't want them on the bike and then closing their eyes and driving off the road. I would do a light level hypnosis, open-eyed hypnosis, where you're giving them specific suggestions around their training and around their racing. But NLP is really good for creating anchors and triggers to immediately bring back and elicit certain states that people can then access at will. Hypnosis is good for just kind of reprogramming the mind to have those habits and use them on a constant basis. So if you like this, go ahead and share it with everybody you know with the social sharing buttons. And down below, give me your comments, give me your questions. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. It's going to be awesome. Thanks again. Bye-bye.